What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Driving Force on the Rad Potential YouTube channel. We are ripping in a, 1990 Mazda RX7. I think it's an actual Savanna RX7 from Japan. This is my buddy Nick. He's a proud owner of this beast. And, yeah, we're just going for a cruise, talking about cars. So, I met Nick through, I guess, just my buddy Charles. Rotary cars, always had RX7s. As far as I've known him, he's always had this one. But I remember it from, like, before it was repainted and had the new engine and all that stuff. So, if you look back on the channel, the half Bridgeport motor that I did in an FC, this car. So, I appreciate Nick letting us come out and bother him on a Saturday, but I'm excited. So, Nick, what about RX7s just like makes you love RX7s? Why an RX7?
Oh, I've loved this chassis ever since I was like a child, basically. Ever since I can remember what a car was. I mean, it was anything that said turbo on the side of it. But these were especially I don't know, there's something about them.
Turbo and flames, right?
Flames are good. Flames are always good.
So, like, as a child, were you heavily influenced, we'll say, by, like, the Fast and Furious first couple movies? I know they've gotten a little bit away from the purist car movement, but Fast and Furious 1 always had a big impact on me.
It was, I was definitely into, like, the Sport Compact Car. Like, we had Sport Compact Car magazine and Hot Import Night magazines and all that before even Fast and Furious came out. And I was definitely influenced more or less by, like, my own, like, just love for the sound of anything that was turboed or the loud or basically anything Japanese and or anything that was loud and sounded good.
Heck yeah.
And then when the Fast and Furious came out, it just, I mean, it made the whole scene was multiplied by 200.
Yeah.
And now you see where it's at, so.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, it's always been just early 90s Japanese, like the body lines and just the way they sound, and they're just like, I don't know, pure cars, pure driving cars.
Yeah.
There's no amenities, there's no, like this, I have the power steering taken off it, but I am going to work something out to put power steering back in it eventually. But it's just, really, it's like you feel everything. It's not like, newer cars have they just feel soft and cushy. And it's like a numb feeling. And this is, especially FCs, you feel connected to it.
Yeah. So now, most of the time, RX-7 owners have never only had one RX-7. So how many RX-7s did you have before this one?
Three.
Yeah. And they were all FCs?
All FCs.
Heck yeah.
It's definitely my number one chassis.
Heck yeah.
All time. For sure.
So, in addition to this, just more on Nick, Homeboy's got like the fastest Turbo Miata. Fastest, really, like, little car I've ever ridden in. And then he's got a big body Lexus and then a Toyota Starlet too. So definitely like super into the JDM stuff. You know, you're not going to see a Corvette in his garage.
No, you won't. You won't. But hey, it'd be cool someday, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Take him for a ride in the blue one today.
Yeah, he might change my mind. I don't know. That thing's pretty sexy.
Heck yeah. So with this one being imported Japan, is there anything that, like, as far as the import process, you had trouble with, or did everything go pretty well?
Oh, it was a super smooth process. Basically had Pacific Coast Auto Auctions help me with, like, the whole process. They did all the legwork in Japan. And they were just really awesome to work with.
Heck yeah.
It wasn't too bad. A lot of people ask me a lot of questions about it. It's just all about doing a little bit of research and taking your time. And the big thing is having the capital ready to jump on it, because it's not something you can kind of like, hey, I want this car, but you got to kind of be ready with all the fees and all that stuff. And hopefully after this whole COVID thing is over, hopefully it'll be back to the way it was, where it's fairly easy to get it. Not any issues.
Awesome. So are there any cool things that this particular car had from Japan that like you couldn't have gotten here, or was just like some cool little nuance that you didn't really know about until you got it and saw it in person?
Yeah, it's basically what's right behind us. The camera can't see it, but just a set of Defi gauges mounted kind of haphazardly on the dash with sticky mounts and old school blitz boost gauge, which obviously you can't see either. stock cats when I got it, and the saw belt, and the Recaro, and the driver's side. It just had like little touches that I would do, but it would be something that I would do later on after I did the drivetrain and figured out how, you know what I mean, made sure it was running perfectly. So that was cool. It was kind of like just a nice addition that I didn't have to come out of pocket for.
Yeah, it's always fun, like, whenever you buy an auction car or something you've never seen before, to, like, the first time you see it, to, like, figure it out. You kind of know what you're getting, but then again, you kind of don't.
Exactly.
So, again, so I guess this would be your first right-hand drive RX7, right? Or did you have a right-hand drive one before
all
this?
The three other ones that I had were all USDM models. So
Okay.
I told myself if I get another one, or when I get another one, I should say, I was going to get something crazy, and this just seemed like the best option. I mean, rarely do you see right-hand drive RX7s, and it's like, and I've always wanted a white one. I've never had a white one too, so it was white, and then obviously everyone gets to be in the Initial D thing, and I've honestly never even watched Initial D that much, but I have seen it since I've owned the car, and I see where it's, you know, where everyone's coming from with it, and it's cool.
Yeah.
It literally is it's the Initial D car, and the little tricks and things that it had on it when I got it, somebody really took care of it in Japan and had a lot of fun with it, you could tell. And it's just perfect little modifications, and then it's kind of just passed on to me and making it even better and stronger and faster, more up to date. It's so cool, the whole process of it, really.
Yeah.
Always working on it, always having fun with it.
Yeah, I'd say the one cool thing that I've always loved about Nick and his cars is he posts more videos of him driving his cars than like I do, and I have a YouTube channel, so it's like super cool to see. He's always out driving or racing people in his Miata, or, you know, just tearing it up.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, they break, you fix it. They break, you fix it. You know, not just looking at it in the shop, right?
Yep.
So it's always super cool.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. They got the steering wheel and these pedals, and, you know, I don't know, I have a hard time circulating cars sometimes throughout the week. I'll have to pick what day I want to drive the Starlet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what days I, you know, want to drive the FC. Each one of my cars has its little quirks and weird intricacies. Because, like this one, you got a premix, and especially now that I'm on E85, so it's Klotz Beetle is what I'm using, and you gotta, you know, mix your ratios in, and you gotta be mindful of where the gas level is, and then the Miata is the same thing. It's on E85, and it's a no power steering car and big turbo, and it's just a hoss to drive. But they're so much fun. And then the Lexus is just, you know, if I want to relax after work, it's in the AC and our Tennessee heat that we have down here. So
For sure.
it's rough.
Gotta have a bougie car.
Yeah, that's definitely the bougie car for sure. It's fun. Everyone's like, so which one do you daily? Whichever one I feel like driving.
Yeah. It's cool. We have a very similar mindset because I do the same. I have my Cherokee, but like I drive the rotary truck to work, the silver car to work. It's not going to be blazing hot. Then we're going to drive something else, you know, and have fun. So the Jeep never makes a trip to the grocery store. You know, you take some weird car to the grocery store because they'll go 10 minutes and back, and it's just fun.
And the cool thing too is when you take this car out and you stop at a gas station and you just get, I mean, swarmed with people, and sometimes it's like kind of crazy, and sometimes you're not in the mood to really talk about it, and then you kind of get in the mood of talking about it, and you know, these people are just like, wow, like they have so many questions to ask about it, and it's cool.
I think that first gen with this much power, that'd be scary. Imagine like chopping 800 pounds out of this thing.
Is that the difference?
First gen's 2,200. It's like Miata weight, dude.
No wonder Charles is.
The little white car fucking rips. It's because it weighs nothing.
Yeah. I guess probably all of 280, 270 wheel.
No, I think that one's like 230 maybe.
Yeah.
It's an S5 stock turbo on the wastegate, so it makes 8 pounds of boost. You know, super good. So, running, but like what Adaptronic ECU, right? Plug and play. A stock harness, and it's got like a what's the turbo it's on? It's like a bigger stock turbo, I think.
I've done a lot of research on it, and I found pictures on Vivid Racing actually has an old school picture of the feed Fujita Engineering engine development team in Japan, and it's an old school tuning company in Japan, and they made a bolt-in, like drop-in turbo upgrade, and the pictures from that turbo on Vivid Racing's website match this turbo completely.
Heck yeah.
To the key. So I'm saying it's a feed turbo upgrade.
Nice.
This 70 AR compressor housing.
Okay.
It definitely flows better than a stock one.
Yeah.
The rotary, like they just want to breathe. Yeah. Especially with the bridge.
It's definitely
choking it out a little bit.
faster than my Turbo SC that I had. You know, on the wastegate, that stock turbo, it's way more power than stock turbo for sure. So
it was the stock turbo with an Hitachi 18S.
Yeah.
Tiny little compressor housing. I mean, it looks like it's the size of like a BMW twin setup.
Yeah.
Almost. That's what it looks like. The windows up, you kind of feel all the vibrations of the mounts now.
Yeah, you can hear
all the reverberation and inputs.
The typical FC dash rattle, you know, the door panel rattle a little bit. You kind of get that 90s car interior noises, you know, shifter knob rattle.
Yeah.
But heck yeah. So I guess like moving forward, what's the big plan, big goal for the car?
For this one?
Yeah.
Well, now that it's bridged, thanks to this guy, awesome. It's such a crispy port job, but it needs to breathe better. So a bigger turbo setup.
Okay.
And I've been talking with the guys at Turbolone, and probably an 8376 SXE dual wastegate, because I want to be able to control boost. And the external ones seem like they want to almost like a minimum of 20 pounds of boost.
Yeah.
Especially with a Bridgeport of any kind, or a big port. So an SXE four-quarter is definitely going to be the choice, probably.
Sweet.
And like wastegates for all the sound.
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Screamer pipes, you're gonna recirculate them.
Oh, probably screamer pipes. Yeah. Probably screamer pipes. There's nothing better than dual wastegates opening up.
Yeah, for sure. This is the sound of my people as you gap ties like a nice Corvette on the other side.
This thing's gonna be crazy with a big turbo, for sure. And it's already on E85. When I switched the Miata to E85, it was the biggest difference. Idle was better. Of course, after some laptop work that I had to put in on it, many hours, many days. And then this was the same way. They like to run a little warm. The engines like to produce a lot of heat. And E85, it changes the game. It really does. It's a lot safer, runs a lot cleaner, and it's a whole lot safer.
So now, appearance-wise, think you'll change it? I know, paint job is a driver's car, but would ever anticipate like some graphics or livery or anything like that?
I don't know. We'll see. After the engine and drivetrain is complete, then we might get crazy with it. Put a crazy livery on it. Something I could take off and change every year, maybe.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
Graphics.
Make it stand out even more than it already does.
Heck yeah.
It gets so much attention. Yeah. It's cool though.
It's crazy. You wouldn't think that an all-white car, like white wheels, white wing, white car, would just like pop. But man, in a parking lot, this is like the brightest white you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
It gets so much attention too. Like there's people say, "Oh, your car is crazy looking. It's so clean." But really, I mean, it's basic. It's the wheels are kind of stand out. The Rega Masters definitely add like that little bit of like flavor to it. I don't know. It reminds me, like I can't tell you how many times I built this car just like this, as close as I could, in Gran Turismo when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And over and over and over again, repeatedly, different colored ones and red ones, blue one of the only FC RX7 you can get in Forza 7 as far as video games go.
Yeah.
Is the 1990 Savanna Gtx.
Yeah.
Which is this identical car, which is crazy to like, wow, I can build it in a video game and like drive it in real life.
Yeah. It's in my driveway.
It's a surreal feeling. It really is.
Heck yeah.
It's fun.
Heck yeah.
But really, just perfecting it. Always got the laptop. Always trying to adjust things, and it's helped me like learn tuning a lot too. It's really getting involved into it. It's fun.
Heck yeah. Well, we're getting closer to town, so we're gonna leave you guys there. I want to give a huge thanks to Nick for letting me bug in on a Saturday and for filming this and sharing his story and the RX7 and the cars and why he's got this one. You know, that's what we're about here on, you know, the driving force. Not only going out driving, listening to cool car engines, but like the force behind why you do what you do. You know, like why you have your car, what drove you to get it, and that's what we're trying to tell here. So drop a like if you like the video and comment below or if you have somebody, drop a comment who we should do next. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.